Hello guys, welcome to lecture number 1 of class 12th organic chemistry chapter, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes. So in this lecture number 1 guys, I'm going to discuss the very basic fundas that are involved in haloalkanes and haloarenes, right? So let's start with the basic fundas. What are the basic fundas? So the first funda that we are going to discuss is types of halide. First funda is types of halide. Okay, now what is the meaning of types of halide, right? So one by one I will discuss it and then you will understand it easily. It is not a big deal, right? So the first halide that we are going to discuss is A, that is called guys alkyl halide. That is called alkyl halide, right? So what is the meaning of alkyl halide? So alkyl halide is, I will define like this: when halogen, X means halogen, okay, X means halogen atom. When halogen atom, halogen means fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, where halogen atom attached to, when halogen atom attached to sp3 carbon, when halogen atom attached to sp3 carbon of an alkyl group, when halogen atom is attached to sp3 carbon of an alkyl group. Okay, so this kind of halide is called, guys, what? This kind of halide is called alkyl halide, right? Okay, so more we can understand with the help of examples. So the first example is, let's say, CS3, CH2 and Br, right? So guys, if I will ask you what kind of halide it is, then you have to first check the hybridization. What will be the hybridization of this carbon, right? Because to this carbon, this particular halogen is attached to this particular carbon. Yes or no? This particular carbon. So guys, whenever you are calculating hybridization, right, so you always use this method. This is easy method also, steric number. What is the meaning of steric number? You count, guys, number of bond pair, okay, that basically sigma bond, plus you count, guys, number of lone pair. Number of bond pair plus number of lone pair. In bond pair we will only consider sigma bond because pi bond does not undergo hybridization. Okay, sigma bond. And if you don't know how to calculate sigma bond, so again I'm telling you, this is sigma and pi. So generally we will deal with single bond, double bond and triple bond. So guys, sigma is always 1. First bond, if two atoms are combining, the first bond will always be sigma. So if single bond is there, it is sigma. If double bond is there, first is sigma, right? If triple bond is there, first is sigma bond. Then whatever the remaining bonds are there, those bonds will be, guys, pi. So in single bond there will be 0 pi, in double there will be 1, and in triple there will be 2. What is the reason for that? Because, guys, sigma bond is more stable than pi bond. So whenever you have to calculate sigma and pi, we will do calculation in that way. Clear to everyone? Okay, and we will do this kind of calculation. And if steric number, so for organic to mainly three type of hybridization is famous. If steric number will comes out to be 2, guys, it means 2 atomic orbitals are involved. One is s and one is p, right? And how many hybrid orbital will form? There will be 2 hybrid orbital will form, right? And how we are going to arrange those 2 hybrid orbital? Like suppose this is one sp hybridized orbital, this is second sp hybridized orbital, right? So how we are going to arrange this two sp hybridized orbital? We are going to arrange in such a way so that they will suffer least repulsion. So here bond angle is 180 degree. Similarly, if steric number will comes out to be 3, then hybridization will be sp2. It will involve 1 s orbital and 2 p orbital. So how many atomic orbitals are involved? 3 atomic orbitals are involved. So according to hybridization theory, number of atomic orbitals undergo hybridization, same number of hybrid orbital also form. So since here we have 3 atomic orbital, we will get 3 hybrid orbital whose name will be sp2, and the best way to arrange them so that they will suffer least repulsion according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory will be what shape, guys? Trigonal planar. And what will be this bond angle? This bond angle will be, guys, 120 degree, right? Similarly, if steric number will comes out to be 4, So guys, if steric number will comes out to be 4, then hybridization will be sp3. sp3 hybridization involve 1 s orbital and 3 p orbital. So how many total atomic orbitals are undergoing hybridization? Total atomic orbitals are undergoing hybridization is 4. So how many hybrid orbital will be formed? There will be 4 hybrid orbital, and the best way to arrange these 4 hybrid orbital, I hope everyone knows about it. The best way to arrange 4 hybrid orbital is, guys, basically tetrahedral 109 degree, 109 degree, point 109 degree and 28 minutes. This is the bond angle of tetrahedral. Okay, 109 degree and 28 minutes. Clear? So this is the bond angle in tetrahedral, right? So the concept of hybridization should be clear to everyone, that in organic chemistry this is how we are going to calculate hybridization. So if these basic tools are clear, so then it is very easy to solve these kind of questions, right? So now I discuss this basic. Okay, I'm considering that we are starting from 0 level. So whatever the important point of organic, whether it is from class 11th or even class 12th also, I am going to discuss here, so no problem. Okay, so now I would like to tell you what kind of halide it is. So first of all, you see ki halogen is attached to what carbon. The degree of this carbon, or sorry, the hybridization of this carbon is sp3. Now you are like, sir, how you are saying it directly? Because guys, this carbon is forming 2 sigma bond, one with Br and one with another carbon, and it also formed 2 sigma bond with hydrogen. I hope you can see it. So how many sigma bonds are there? There are 4 sigma bond. Is there will be any lone pair this carbon has? No. Carbon is to tetravalent, so there will be no lone pair. So the steric number will comes out to be 4 plus 0, and 4 plus 0 will give you what, guys? 4 plus 0 will give you sp3 hybridization, right? So right now here halogen is attached to sp3 carbon of an alkyl group. So what kind of halide it is? Tell me what kind of halide it is. It is, guys, alkyl halide. It is alkyl halide. Agree, guys? Okay, now the next example I will take. Okay, so next example, guys, I will take like this. Suppose we have this kind of CH2 and X. Here halogen is attached. So halogen is attached to this particular carbon. So can you tell me its hybridization? Count sigma bond that this carbon is forming. So how many sigma bond this carbon is forming? This carbon is forming 4 sigma bond. So hybridization is sp3. So here also halogen is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon of alkyl group. So we also call it what, guys? Alkyl halide. So this is how, guys, we are going to identify regarding alkyl halide. The method is very, very simple. Okay, so this is about alkyl halide. Now let's discuss about B. So B is, guys, allylic halide. Okay, one is alkyl, B is allylic halide. What is B, guys? B is allylic halide. So the best way to identify allylic halide is this. Okay, when halogen is attached to sp3 carbon next to C double bond C. sp3 carbon next to C double bond C. Okay, so this is the right way, or this is the famous way to identify allyl halide. Okay, basically, are you getting my point? Now few students are confused ki here also you told attached to sp3, but here I mentioned a extra thing. It should be next to C double bond C. As you can see here, this is sp3. There is no double bond in its neighborhood. There is no double bond, right? Now you're like, sir, what, there is double bond, but there is no double bond over here and here. You will understand it later, so don't worry, right? So allylic halide is that halide when X atom is attached to sp3 carbon next to C double bond C. That kind of halide is called, guys, allylic halide. Example, if I will take, then it will be more clear to you. CH2 double bond CH and CH and Br, right? So suppose if I'm asking you ki what kind of halide it is, so you're like, sir, no problem. You see ki this is your halogen and this halogen is attached to this particular carbon, right? Yes or no? Now you can be check hybridization. Then you are like, yes sir, we can check hybridization. Since this carbon is forming, there will be CH2. Since this carbon is forming 4 sigma bond So it will be sp3 hybridized. Yes, it is sp3 hybridized. So don't write alkyl halide. Check neighborhood also. If halogen is attached to sp3 carbon next to C double bond C. What guys? Next to C double bond C. So this is your C double bond C. So right now, as you can see, halogen is attached next to C double bond C carbon, next to C double bond C carbon. So this kind of halide is called, guys, allylic. Okay, allylic halide. And you know what? We can name it also. Its common name is also famous. That is allylic bromide. Agree? Okay. Let's discuss one more question. Right. So I hope now this doubt is clear to you. Suppose this question. We have X. And they are asking you what kind of halide it is. And generally, so they don't ask direct question, but yes, they can ask in between. They can ask this kind of question: ki what kind of halide it is. So don't be panic. To this carbon, this halogen is attached, right? So I hope everyone can see this carbon is forming 3 bonds right now. 1, 2, 3. But one bond it will form with hydrogen. That is obvious. So we don't express it, right? So what is steric number? So you are like, sir, steric number will be 4. I hope everyone can see it. So what is hybridization? sp3. But don't be in a hurry and say it's alkyl halide. Check its surrounding. Is this sp3 carbon is alone, or is there any C double bond C carbon next to it? Okay. As you can see here also it is attached to sp3, but there is no C double bond C carbon next to it. Few students are saying, sir, but it's there. Next C double bond C carbon would be this, but there is no double bond. That's why it is still alkylic, right, guys? But here, as you can see, this carbon is attached to, this carbon is next to C double bond C. I hope you can see it. So what kind of halide it is, guys? It is also allylic halide. It is also allylic halide. Clear to everyone? One more question I'm discussing just for you. Okay, like let's say we have CS3, CH, double bond CH, CH2 and CS3. Okay, and suppose I have added Cl over here, right? So what kind of halide it is? So again, halide can be checked with the help of a carbon that is attached to the halogen group. So this is attached, this carbon degree we are going to check. Okay, to this carbon, this halogen is attached, but this carbon is next to C double bond C. This carbon is next to C double bond C. So what kind of halide will it be? It will be also allylic halide. What halide, guys? Allylic halide. So many things are written even in NCERT also, but guys, from my experience, I'm telling you, this is the best approach to identify it. First is, if alkyl is there, then sp3 carbon will attach directly to the alkyl group. It would be allylic. Then what, guys? Then halogen attached to carbon must be sp3, carbon must be sp3, but it also must be present at next position to C double bond C. Then we can call it, guys, what? Then we can call it allylic. Then we can call it, guys, allylic halide. Agree, guys? Understood? So topic is very simple, but make sure you are watching this video till the end, because otherwise you will get these concepts. If you skip it and if you're just passing the time on YouTube, then this won't help you, right? Okay, so the third type of halide I'm going to discuss. So what is your third kind of halide? So I hope you are done with the notes also, right? So what is your third kind of halide, guys? So third kind of halide is, C1 is vinylic. C1 is, guys, vinylic halide. Vinylic halide. Okay, so even in chemistry, vinyl group is very famous. Okay, I wrote allylic halide. Okay, even vinyl group is very, very famous, but vinyl halide we represent like this. Okay, this is how we define it. When halogen is attached to sp2 carbon, when halogen is attached to sp2 carbon of C double bond C. Okay, sp2 carbon of C double bond C. Okay, sp2 carbon of C double bond C in hydrocarbon part. In hydrocarbon part. So then, guys, we call it what? We call it vinylic halide. Okay, I'm keeping it very, very simple and very, very smooth, right? I don't want to complicate these topics because there is nothing to make them complex. Okay, so guys, we will start with examples. So what are the examples? So the best example and the common example is CH2CHBr. Even later on, I will discuss this question with you, that vinylic halide are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Why? So we will see that later. Okay. Now what is this hybridization of this carbon? So I think everyone can calculate hybridization now. You count sigma bond. How many sigma bond carbon is making? So if this carbon is making one double bond. In one double bond, one is a sigma and one is pi. Here another bond it is making with bromine, and here another bond it is making with hydrogen. So total sigma bond will be, guys, 3, and there will be no lone pair since all the valency of carbon is being satisfied. So its hybridization will be sp2. So now halogen is attached to that carbon directly to the double bonded carbon, which has hybridization. What, guys? Which has hybridization sp2, right? Its common name is also very famous. Its name is known as, guys, vinylic. Okay, this is vinylic halide, but I told you this is also very famous. We also call it vinylic bromide. What we call it, guys? Vinylic bromide. Later on in this chapter, we will do some question based on this particular fundas also, right, guys? This is your question number 1. Now what about question number 2? So let's say we have this. So again, now many students are thinking, sir, these are very easy. The carbon to which halogen is attached, that carbon is sp2, and it is sp2 carbon of C double bond C. So this is also, guys, vinylic halide. So this is how we are going to identify. This is how, guys, we are going to identify regarding vinylic halide. So till now we have discussed alkylic, then allylic, and then vinylic. The next halide that I am going to discuss with you, guys, is after vinylic. The next halide is, guys, D part, that is next halide is, guys, benzylic. Next halide is benzylic halide. Next is benzylic halide. Okay, excuse my H, this is your H, huh? Okay, benzylic halide. So what is the meaning of benzylic halide? See, again we will make it simple. When X is attached to sp3 carbon next to benzene ring, when X is attached to sp3 carbon next to benzene ring. Many students are confused, and sir, when halogen is attached to sp3 carbon, we call it alkyl halide. When halogen is attached to sp3 carbon next to C double bond C, remember, we call it allylic halide. But now if halogen atom is attached to sp3 carbon next to benzene ring, as you can see, I'll take one example. So example is, guys, this. So I hope you can see this easily, that where halogen is attached. So halogen is attached to this carbon, and this carbon is next to C double bond C. So these kind of halides are called, guys, benzylic. These kind of halides are called benzylic halide, and even its common name is very famous, benzylic bromide. What we call it, guys? What we call it? We call it benzylic bromide. Understood, my dear students? So these things are very easy. You can easily solve them. Okay, not a problem for us. Okay, one more question I will do, let's say. So even if I will write like this also, suppose even if I put like this. So again, the halogen that is attached to your carbon, that carbon is sp3, and this carbon is next to benzene ring. Okay, we'll see like that. So it is also benzylic bromide. This is benzylic bromide. So this is how, guys, we are going to identify. This is how we are going to identify the type of halide. Okay, so the last halide that I'm going to discuss with you is E. That is, guys, aryl halide. Okay, what it is? It is aryl halide. Now you're like, sir, what is the meaning of aryl halide? So sir, again we are going to keep it simple. What is that? When X atom is attached to sp2 carbon है ना, when X atom is attached to sp2 carbon of benzene ring, sp2 carbon of benzene ring. Okay, so these kind of halides are called, guys, aryl halide. So I think many students still have doubt. Okay, so what will be the doubt? The doubt will be like this, give us an example. Guys, the example is like this. This is your benzene and we are adding halogen. So as you can see, guys, we added halogen directly to the benzene ring. What is hybridization? So I hope now my students are comfortable with this hybridization. You count sigma bond, there will be no lone pair, sp2. So now you are like, sir, but it can be vinyl also. No, it would be vinyl if it will be attached to the sp2 carbon of C double bond C, but right now it's not C double bond C. Few students are thinking it is C double bond C, but we call it what, guys? Benzene. So when halogen is directly attached to the benzene ring, then, guys, these kind of halides are called what? Aryl halide, and their common name is also there, that is halobenzene. But we call them guys, we call them halobenzene. Agree? We call them what? We call them halobenzene. Like, what would be the name if there would be chlorine over there? So the name would be, guys, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, fluorobenzene, iodobenzene. Right, guys? So this is all about the type. This is all about the type of halides, right? So this is one category. Like, on the basis of halogen atom attached to the carbon, we identify the types of halide. There are other types also, so we are going to discuss those types now. Okay, so next topic is, I hope it is clear to everyone. More about it we'll see in the lecture. We'll see in the solution when I will teach solution to you. A solution of organic chemistry I'll put on the this YouTube channel, right? So where you will see the solution. So number of questions are there. Okay, so this is all about, guys, types of halide. Now there is another way by which we can differentiate halides, that is on the basis of degree. On the basis of degree. So this is the quite time pass topic, on the basis of degree, and I hope ki maximum students already know, and even if you don't know, so don't feel bad, it is very, very easy, but yes, we have to use throughout this particular chapter. Okay, so what is on the basis of degree? So I will directly start with an example. So see, here halogen is attached to this carbon and this carbon is attached to only one carbon. This kind of alkyl halide or halogen derivative is called primary. What we call it? Primary. Similarly, guys, now you can answer all the question. If we have CH, CH3, CH, CH3 and Cl. Okay, so now as you can see, this halogen is attached to this carbon and this particular carbon is attached to two carbon. So what we will call it, guys? We will call it 2 degree or we will call it secondary carbon. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? We will call it what, guys? We will call it secondary. Similarly, guys, let's take an example of 3rd degree. So CH3, 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 Cl. So the chlorine to which carbon is attached, or the carbon to which chlorine is attached, that carbon is attached with 3 carbon, so it is 3 degree, or we also call it, guys, tertiary. So this is the very cakewalk for you to identify. As such, there is no need to remember any kind of rule, but yes, in case of alkylic, allylic, vinylic, you should know the rules in order to avoid the confusion, right, guys? Okay, little bit of more extra I will tell you, like sometimes they also use these words. First one is Zem dihalide. Okay, Zem dihalide. Zem dihalide means what, guys? Zem dihalide means on a same carbon there will be 2 halogen group like this. These kind of halides are called Zem dihalide. And there are famous one is bisenyl dihalide. But we call them bisenyl dihalide. Okay, so what is bisenyl dihalide, guys? Bisenyl dihalide is CH3, CHX and CH2X. So this is your bisenyl dihalide. This is your Zem dihalide and this is your bisenyl dihalide. Right, guys? So this is how, on the basis of these concepts, guys, we basically differentiate different type of halides, right? So quick recap what we have done in this lecture. First of all, I told you what is alkyl halide, aryl halide, what is allylic halide, what is vinylic halide, what is benzylic, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and in the end zam dihalide, and guys, what last is basenyl dihalide, right? So what do we understand by haloalkanes? So haloalkanes are these kind of compounds, right? These kind of compounds that I wrote overall, these kind of compounds are called haloalkanes. Means basically in hydrocarbon we replace what? We replace halogen. H of hydrocarbon is being replaced by halogen, then it becomes we can also call them what? We can call them haloalkanes. And if benzene ring is there, if you directly attach X group to the benzene ring, so sometimes we call them aryl halide, or we also call them what? Haloarenes. Arene means benzene, halo means halogen, right? So this is all about, guys, lecture number 1. So I hope you understood it well. So please do subscribe our channel, and do comment your valuable feedback regarding this lecture, and if you have any doubt, do comment in the comment section. We are happy to help. Thank you very much. This is it.